Day 9. Day 9. So that means tomorrow is the last day, and that's when I'm going to check and see where I am on the sit and reach. I'll just be optimistic. We going for it. We're still going for it. I can tell that I've gotten more flexible. But again, it's something serious. I just put it that way. So let's go ahead and stretch the hams this way. So I just see, oh, never mind, that's a reflection. I just see a light out there, out my window. All right, let's see. Put this on my heel, stretch all the way out, and then pull up. So the thing about a journey like this is like anytime I do a challenge of any kind, then I'm always concerned initially, am I going to be consistent? Am I going to do it? Because, you know, and I think it's a fear that a lot of people have. You don't want to, quote, lie about whether or not you're going to do it. But the thing is, you know, I think that's what most of us do. But the thing is, it's like a lot of it is just a decision. It's just really a decision. Because what happens is we have all these things that we kind of put in the way, these things that we do on a normal basis, that some of which are necessary, a lot of which are not. And so what happens is when it comes to adding something new into our life, our routine, especially something that's kind of like healthy, like a good practice, like stretching or something like that, then we think we don't really have the time. But it's because we haven't really audited our days and kind of really found out, okay, what can be moved or what can be even just like not done at all, you know? So I can add in this healthy practice. So like, what would I normally be doing around now? To be honest, it would be a combination of, I'd probably be doing a little cleaning up / being on social media, flipping through Instagram or something like that. I'm kind of sad to say that, but I had to be honest. That's what I'd be doing. And then going through the Instagram would cause me to, it would make it such that I take too long really to clean the kitchen, or at least longer than I should. And so, you know, can I take some of that time to stretch, something that's going to help me for my long life? Yeah, I can. And if I think I can't, then I'm mistaken. Ooh. So yeah, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that gets in our way of adding in healthy habits, whether it be stretching or exercising in general, doing meal prep if that's your thing, and whatnot. I do want to say this too, more so directly related to the stretching stuff. Ooh. You know, it's always a good idea whenever you exercise to, it's always a good idea to stretch right after anyway. And typically what I do after every exercise session is stretch, even if it's very brief. I'll stretch, you know, right after I exercise, because the thing to realize now, you know, it's always one of those things where it's better to really kind of nip it in the bud whenever you're younger, your 20s, 30s. But the thing to remember is that when you're, see, I wasn't able to do this before, like with the first ham stretch, but now I'm able to get pretty far. So we're making progress. But the thing to remember with exercise is that it's literally involving a lot of muscle contraction. Whew. So your muscles are constantly doing like this, so they're used to contracting. And if you're never stretching and lengthening them back out, you know, then your muscles just get tighter and tighter and tighter, especially with lifting weights, you know? Yeah, I'm definitely more flexible here. definitely. Oh yeah. Let me hold this stretch for a bit. Sometimes with stretching, you just gotta be flexible. Sometimes I feel like I have to say something because I'm recording some of this, but no. Let's just do this. Ooh. All right, let's do the butterfly again. This time, I'm gonna just push my knees down. My goal, as I've said at the beginning of this, is to push both my knees where they're sitting on the ground. This knee already is close to that. This other knee here gets close, but not as close, which shows once again the imbalance. I'm trying to work it down. Ah, Lord. Practice that exhale technique that I was talking about. Inhale. Then exhale. This is one of these stretches that you really, really need to consider doing because the chairs, they shorten these. They shorten them. And that affects your walking gait. It affects your ability to go upstairs. It affects your ability to run, different things like that. Now let me stretch this side again. Then we're gonna move on to the other side. I need to stretch my chest and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do for that. Okay, I'm gonna try to inch into this a little bit more. Yeah, like that. And you can feel this stretch along your back too, particularly the side of the back where your leg is. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, good enough. So now this is what I'm gonna do for my chest. So typically what I do, well, let's try something first. So you basically will stretch your chest by coming out like this, you know? And so my goal is to, let's see what I can do. Maybe lay down on the ground. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily, well, out here that almost kind of does something. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So what I need to do is, I'm going to use this column. It'll probably take me out of the camera, so it actually won't be that bad. Put your elbow, your arm against it like this, and then turn. Ooh, I feel in my back a certain way. It's kind of weird. And try to turn out to kind of get a stretch in that pec. Okay, that was okay. It's really this side of my chest that needs to be stretched. I'm kind of cautious with this stuff because of my shoulder dislocation. This particular move, having your stuff outstretched like this. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. It doesn't really feel right sitting down like this. I had to try something else once I finish. So let's go into my lat stretch. All right, remember this is probably one of my favorite stretches where you put your arms straight out in front of you, then you want to lean your butt back. But then simultaneously, the goal is to really try to keep your hands from moving. They might move a little bit, But the main thing is try to keep them stationary and lean back. Pull those lats and, and press those shoulders down toward the ground. Remember, you can deep breathe yourself into a deeper stretch. And the thing to remember about stretching is you can't be afraid to take your time. You just can't be afraid to take your time. Okay, good. All right, so go ahead and stretch these calves. Just gonna lean that back in there like that for a nice gentle stretch. Tonight, just to kind of help with healing and reduce inflammation, drinking some ginger tea with some honey. Some honey and some lemon juice. It's a nice nighttime drink, no caffeine or anything like that. And ginger is good as it pertains to inflammation. The thing about exercise is actually inflammatory. In the short term it is, and it's something to remember. That's why, especially as you get older and your body kind of handles things a little bit different, it's important to deal with inflammation well. It just really requires you giving your body the opportunities it needs to rest, sleep, anti-inflammatory foods, a lot of vegetables, reducing or not doing a whole lot of junk food, that kind of thing. All right. Then finally, let's come here down the middle and do the standing hamstring. Some people say feet together. I don't necessarily do my feet together, but I do them relatively close to each other. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Just letting it just hang in the stretch. All right, shake the legs out. All right, last little bit. Kind of close there. Close. About a half an inch away. All right, now let's pull into it. All right, that's it, because I'm about to run out of space on my camera. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see where I get on my next post. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe and have a good one.